Howdy folks, it is Lance 90 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Major Minor Complete Edition. I guess it's a lot that's happened over the last couple hours. Life in this business moves pretty darn fast. Hope I can keep up with all of this. My next step was Sinja's office. He wanted to have a conversation with me and Killa. I wondered what it was about. I hope that he let us stay with our tour with Daz. I'd rather all my work not be for nothing. I'd rather get to spend lots of time with everyone, especially if we weren't able to leave the building. I doubt it would be as bad as Acheron thought. Only Max and Singe could set off the weapons. At the moment, they were on the same side. They were both on this to protect all of us. Felt at ease. It was very short-lived. Touch tone on my phone echoes through the empty hall. Suddenly check my text messages. I'm completely unaware of what awaits me. After reading what it was about, too, I knew things would never be normal again. One of your friends will die today. It will be your fault. Not the only one blessed with powers from the Ark. Things will be fun from now on. Good luck. The Ark. Any minute now. Before your arrival in Tokyo, and before the launch of the contest. Long little game. So if I may reiterate, I recently engaged in a bargain. My claim to, and this is dominion, not only over Earth, but all of its people too, and the flow of time therein. I am certain you would like this power. Your line of work would be essential. Am I correct to assume that you agree? Yeah, but is it contained in this? Such a fragile-looking necklace? Fragile, the gears of fate are anything but. They spin in spite of defiance. Like a drill moving forward in revolution, time is not easily stopped. It's fickle and moves with vigor. So what, I can control time? In a way, what has happened cannot be changed, but you can't stop it and slow it down. Like a river, it can flow or be still. The gear gives you the power to do this. Let's say I believe you, which I am inclined to. I mean, just look where I'm standing. Imagine all the people I could save. There's those that are struggling or in danger. I sense you want something in return. You won't just hand out this power. Glad you're as smart as they say. The truth is, I grow tired of this place. The Ark is fun for a time, but my ambitions have grown larger. I seek a worthy successor, someone to rule in my stead. However, there's more than just time. The power of the Ark runs deeper. So this gear is just a taste, huh? Indeed, the Ark governs life and death as well. It renders the dweller immortal. Governs life and death. You mean you can bring back the dead? Yes, or I can cause the living to die, something I fear I'll be doing more of. You said you couldn't reverse time. It's true I can't, but time and life are separate entities. I'm not sure how to explain the difference. It's a concept hard to put into words, but it's easily understood in practice. If you become my successor, you'll see. I mean, there's a chance I might not be. I didn't realize this was a gamble. I thought you were making me an offer. Of course this is a gamble, Max. You're not the only one who will be chosen. There will be a few contestants, along with a goal and an objective. You can't just give the Ark away, not without finding a worthy owner. It is your goal to prove that worth, and there will be others in your way. ... Drink. Very well then. What are your terms? Ryu lets out a sinister smirk. My terms are simple. Pay very close attention. Ooh, Chapter 5. Taking screenshots for our cover photos, thumbnails. Oh, okay. Didn't we just do this? We just did this. I think we can just save over this one. Don't think we've made any decisions since that one. Present day. How are you holding up? Thirsty or hungry? Neither, just feeling lonely. With me right beside you, I'm not sure I should be offended. I thought it was a pretty good company. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Of course you're good company, Kalen. It's just I'm missing lots of people. That and it's wet and dark. What is good? Humidity helps. You don't want to dry out in a cell. Trust me, it's an awful experience. I know you say you're not hungry, but I've been monitoring your eating. You'll starve if you don't have some more. Just ration this bread, Kabu. Not a chance, that's yours. Not really. I can survive on little food. Your body isn't used to that, though. I can tell the situation is foreign to you. Seems to be the opposite for you. Spend a lot of time in prison, Kalen. More than I like to admit, but being in prison isn't all that bad. Excuse me? I always seem to find a way out. This time will be no different. We're alive, so that means one thing. They want us alive. If they didn't, we'd be dead by now. Only you could find that reassuring. I'm afraid I don't share that sentiment. They would never keep someone alive, not unless they're important to them. For now, we get free food and shelter. With a side of torture, you mean? Your optimism is an inspiration. It's just who I am. Think of it like this. Every time they take me out for torture, I can mentally map more of the estate. I'll have it all down in no time, then we can plan our escape. I'm used to torture, I'm trained to resist it. I'll make sure they always take me. Besides, I have some letters to send out. What better time to do it? I hope my friends are getting them. I know this place inside and out. I can definitely help you, but I can't just let you suffer in my stead. Of course you can. That's what buddies are for. Buddies? Yo, buddy guy. Yeah, I want to help you out, Cabu. That's why I gave you my bread, and that's why I'll make sure they don't hurt you. I don't think I can repay you for this. Well, I could tell me more about yourself. If we're buddies, I should get to know you. Suppose that's a fair exchange. Will you tell me about yourself, too? Sorry, I don't really do that. The bread and care will have to suffice. Oh. But please do tell me. I don't ask unless I genuinely care. And lets out a soft smile. Well, it's just like I said at the rally. I don't remember much, but I'm not Terran. The first thing I remember is Lord Player. Sorry to hear that. It's not a pleasant first memory. But in this case, you're wrong. I look back on that memory very fondly. Were it not for Player, I'd be dead. Back then, he was different. He treated me as if I were a Terran native, like I was his own flesh and blood. Everything changed so fast. Politics turned him into a different man. He was much easier to coerce and influence. He only cared about his following. He lost sight of his true self. But I suppose there's collateral damage. Not many people stick to their views, especially when others don't share them. He started telling people what they wanted. No longer did he talk about what he wanted. It was all about pleasing the population. It'd be addicting having power. Having people cheer at your presence. I can see how that changed him. I guess he gave in. That's when I started feeling neglected. He will rarely speak to me. That must be hard, having a father figure treat you that way. Is that why you decided to speak up? No, that's a different matter entirely. A lot changed when Riley came on board. He was supposed to be Player's advisor. But it was more like he owned the Lord Player. Suddenly Riley was the one in charge. He made him do some horrible things. What do you mean? This isn't the only cell down here. There are others filled with people. He's keeping undocumented immigrants. Riley convinced him to do this. The immigration stance was his idea. Lord Player loved immigrants. He loved me. They were able to get a steady supply, something about 2 men with connections. They came in some sort of arrangement. They kept everyone else alive, so it's not likely they want to kill them. It's more likely they want to ostracize them. He thinks it'll make Terra better, but that hurts me. It really does. I wouldn't be a part of this new Terra. I heard him talking with Riley. If elected, they make more prisons, immigration camps, or something like that. Place to keep them while he works. He wants to sever Terra's connection, remove us from the galactic community. But that's far too dangerous, Kalen. We know what happened when Veloquist tried. This is not to be trifled with. I find this all hard to believe, so we're not really alone down here? Can't tell. Weren't you trying to map out the place? Not at all. But getting back on topic, all this is Riley's doing. He makes Player do these awful things. But it's still Player himself that does them. His hands have gotten so dirty, Kalen. When Riley's remain as clean as ever. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, he's setting Player up. He wants to remove Player from the picture, then he'll be free to usurp the campaign. Okay, now I'm a little confused. You say it's Riley behind all this. Why did you frame Player after Riley? Riley must believe that he's winning. That way he can let down his guard. I got help from Assassin, Indy. Together we created a fake manifest. That's what I submitted at the rally. That's what started all of this. You must have thought I was stupid, turning against Lord Player so easily, especially with the evidence forged in haste. It did seem a little odd, but now I understand why. So what's the next step? Hopefully Player can realize the truth. After this, he'll want to escape the blame. Maybe he'll place the pieces together. Hopefully with doing this, he'll realize, and that's when both of us come in. Assuming he learns of your guild heritage. He'll realize he can't escape the storm, and at that point he'll seek protection, and that's exactly what you can offer. You should come down here to talk, and that's when we can barter. Use your services to gain freedom. ... You thought all of this through? I did. Sorry if it's complicated, but if we protect Player, we can use him. His testimony will help expose Riley. Of course, they'd all lose validity. No one will vote for these two men. They'll secure the election for Velasquez. Misjudge you, I'm impressed. Most do, and that makes it easier. I can avoid suspicion and detection. Wow, you think like a mercenary? You'd be a great addition, Cabia. Maybe the guild life would suit you. At least that's the way I think. I can always be steps ahead of the enemy. That way you'll be able to counter them. One of the first things I learned. I guess I wasn't lucky enough to learn it. All this kind of came by instinct. Sounds lucky to me. What do we do? Just wait? That's all we can do, really. Wait for player to come to his senses, or perhaps wait for him to get caught. Okay, interesting. Wow, we screw everything up, don't we? Can't even take a nap without ruining stuff. Oh, you think the king will take this? You know that his savior is missing. He's going to be furious, Indy. Quiet. Dot dot dot. It's not the time or the place for jokes. We have to figure out what happened. The savior must be somewhere nearby. There's too much on the line to leave this. We have to figure it out and fast. It did seem strange that they picked different rooms if they're supposed to be protecting me. Sorry. But maybe he just left of his own will. I mean, we never had him in shackles. They always had the freedom to walk. They explained things so well, I was certain we had their allegiance. They can't have just walked away. Look around for clues. There's more here, I know it. Oh, we're detectives now? Did I slip through that meeting? Conrad, enough. My ship sails in the morning. Dot dot dot. Sorry for yelling. Would you please help me look around? Look for elements of foul play, then we can decide our next actions. Yeah, I'm on it, and I'll try to keep low on the jokes. I didn't realize this was a hot topic. It's a hard habit to kick, especially when it's second nature, you know? I understand. Thanks. You start looking over there, I'll get this half of the room. I appreciate it. They can't have gone far either, so the faster we find the lead, the better. They spend a few moments scouting the room. After a few moments pass, Indy makes a discovery. Conrad. Yeah? Come here. I found something. What is it? It's blood. No, wait. That's blood. Wait, the Savior's blood? I don't know, but this tattered piece of clothing, I'd recognize it anywhere, Conrad. Lord Player was here. That's impossible. We're on good terms with him. Indy holds up the piece of fabric. The blood has long since dried. Well, who else would wear this? There's no other explanation. I've seen him wear this many times. It's purely conjecture. We'd have to look around a little more. If he knew all about Lord Player, there's no way he'd leave willingly, yet there's no signs of a struggle. Fabric was torn and blood drawn. That doesn't happen without a fight. There'd have to be something left behind. Everything is in pristine condition. Perhaps we're falling into a trap, being tricked into thinking this way. This could be what was salient once. We were just next door, Indy. We would have heard if anything happened. Think about this logically, no assuming. I'm not assuming anything, Conrad. The evidence is right before me. There's no mistaking what I'm seeing. Lord Player must have abducted the Savior. We must haste to his residence. Our guise has been broken. We can attack head-on. We have heard an abduction, Indy. Think about this. I'm begging you. They could have spiked our wine, Conrad. I know I slept longer than usual. Now you're being paranoid. Conrad, just stop it. ... We had someone capable of saving Terra, and now they're missing with the evidence. This is a perfectly logical conclusion. I suppose at first glance. Exactly, and there's a chance I'm right. We have to act on that no matter how small. If we don't, the Savior could be killed. There's too much in the balance to debate. You need to take action before anything else. At least make me halfway, Indy. We can't be so reckless. What do you have in mind? Just pay him a visit. We can gauge how he treats us. We'll be able to tell pretty quickly. If he tries anything funny, then we act. But right now, it's not right to assume. We'll be heading into a trap, you know. If we're attacked first, it'd be below our cover. So everything would just fall apart. That could easily be someone's true goal. ... Very well. And he places his hand on Conrad's shoulder. But if he is holding the Savior or he gives off the slightest suspicion, I will show him no mercy, I promise. Oh, and another fade to black. Wine cellar. You can see how important this is to me. Normally I wouldn't go to such extremes, but Kaylin's life is on the line here. It's me! You gotta screenshot that. You always did have a soft spot for him. It's rare to see you in dire straits. Yeah, I guess I can understand. What do you want me to do about it? I'm one of your enemies after all. Why would I help the competition? If you want to help the competition, you might help a friend. Oh, we're friends now? When you need help, that's how it works? Samantha. Call me that, Sam. Yeah, she doesn't care. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but this time I really do need your help. You had your chance to recruit me, but you chose that pretty boy instead, and now you want me to help you save him? The irony is actually comedic. You're only here to mock me. Well, I need to check in on things. My boss needs all kinds of information. And who is your boss exactly? Sorry, lips are sealed. You're asking me to sway allegiance. Only coin can get me to do that, right? No small amount of them either. But I might also use this chance to spy, so don't think I'm yours for good. I could turn my back and sell you out. I was fully expecting to pay for this. As a mercenary, I know the power of money. Very well, tell me the full story. I don't want any naughty little surprises. I don't get along with those, righty. Well, Caitlin is being held prisoner. Lord Player's Manor, actually. Maybe you've heard of him? Of course I have, and you're crazy. Security on his estate is massive. That's why I've come to you. I'll acquire a bonus then. Fine, but it's just a rescue mission. Nothing much else out of the ordinary. But if there are any other prisoners, I think we should extract them as well. Bonus. Alright, I'm open to any important facts if you dig up dirt on player or the king. Bonus. ... Also, you may be subject to more bonuses, especially if the mission parameters change. Do you find this acceptable, righty? Yes, but I'm coming with you. Like hell you are, I work alone. No, you work with me now. No thanks, we tried that once before. You said it was too reckless, I think. Chose the pretty boy over me. This isn't an entrance exam, Sam. Lives are on the line, you know. I didn't pay you back then. I set the mission parameters. You'll charge me accordingly. Fine, but I doubt you can afford me. Especially not when you met in a cellar. Headquarters under a tavern, that's rich. Actually, it's the other way around. The tavern was built over my HQ. These tunnels run deep, lots of secrets. Remember, Veloquiz funded this place. The royal treasury is nearly limitless. Trust me, I'm aware. So what do you think? Can we work together, Sam? Sure, let's talk numbers. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I would. Alright, so now we're to the good stuff, because Sam is finally here. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.